Hello everyone, welcome to my lesson. I hope you are doing well and ready to learn. Today we are going to learn something very important in English. It is determiners. Don't worry, this lesson is very simple and fun. If you like learn English simple way, you are in the right place. First, let me ask you a simple and interesting question to think about. Can we say just book is on the table, or do we need something more before it? When we say it like that, it sounds incomplete and not natural in English. So we need to add small word before the noun to make the sentence correct and meaningful. There is a missing word before book. So what we should use there? Should we say a book, the book, or my book? Let's think about it step by step. A book, the book, and my book are correct, depending on the meaning. These words that come before nouns are called determiners. Now, let's understand what are determiners. Determiners are words that come before noun. They give us more information about the noun. The structure is very simple. It is determiner plus noun. Examples: the book, my friend, some students. Here, the, my, some are determiners. Determiners give us more information. They tell us understand clearly. First, they tell us which thing. For example, this book or that car. Second, they tell us whose thing. For example, my bag or her phone. Third, they tell us how many. For example, 3 students or many people. Let's look at each type one by one. Here, determiners help us show which specific thing we are talking about. The main words are this, that, these, and those. These words also are called as demonstrative determiners. For example, this book is interesting and that car is very fast. Now let's look at another important type. Here, determiners tell us who owns something. They are called possessive determiners. They show whose thing it is. Common examples are my, your, his, her, or their. We always use them before noun. For example, my bag is blue, her phone is new. Now let's look at another type of determiners. These determiners show number or amount. We use them answer how many or how much. How many is used for countable nouns and how much is used for uncountable nouns. For example, 3 students are in the class and many people came to the meeting. Now, let's move to the types of determiners. First, we have articles. Next are possessive determiners. Then we have demonstrative determiners. Another type is quantifiers. We also have numbers and distributive determiners. Finally, interrogative determiners. Let's start with the first type of determiners called articles. Articles are a, an, and the. We put them before nouns to talk about things. A dog is barking talks about any dog in general. An apple is on the table talks about any apple, not a specific one. The sun is very hot talk about specific thing everyone knows. Next we have possessive determiners. They tell us who owns something. Common words are my, your, his, her, its, our, and their. For example, my book is interesting. Her bag is red and their house is big. These words always come before a noun. Possessive determiners make ownership clear in a sentence. Now let's learn demonstrative determiners. They show which thing we are talking about. The words are these, that, these, and those. This is for something near, that is for something far. This is the plural of these, and those is the plural of that. Now let's learn about quantifiers. Quantifiers tell us how much or how many something there is. Common quantifiers are some, any, many, few, much, little, or a lot. For example, some students are in the class and many people came to the meeting. We use much and little for things we cannot count, and many and few for things that can count. Now let's learn about numbers as determiners. Numbers tell us exactly how many of something there are. For example, one book, two cats, three students. Numbers always come before the noun they describe. Using numbers help us be clear in a sentence. Now let's learn about distributive determiners. These words talk about individual members of a group. Common distributive determiners are each, every, either, and neither. For example, each student has a book and every child likes to play. Distributive determiners help us focus on individual items clearly. Now let's discuss about the interrogative determiners. Interrogative determiners are used in questions. They help us ask about a noun. For example, which book do you want? The content is which, what, whose. Now, it's time to practice what we learned today. I have prepared a simple and fun worksheet for you. This will help you understand determiners better. Read each sentences carefully before answering. Try to choose the correct determiner for each blank. Don't worry if you make mistakes. That's how you learn. You can pause the video and try the answer by yourself. Here are the worksheet. Now it's time to check your answers. Before checking your answers, correct whether you are right the real answer and check your answers correct or not. Today we learned about determiners. Determiners are words that come before noun and give more information about the noun. They can tell us which thing, whose thing, how many or how much. We also learned different types of determiners. So here you can see the summary of the